Be me, 38M, founder and lead habitat weaver of Ether Flow Dynamics, not an architecture firm, a spatial philosophy collective. Office is a repurposed hydroponic greenhouse in the gentrified district. No chairs. We sit on moss mounds imported from Iceland. $300 per square foot for the moss. It requires daily misting with artisan spring water. Disrupt the skyline. Technically, I have a degree in art history and a minor in interpretive dance. Daddy owns a lithium mine in Nevada. He funded the seed round. I tell people I bootstrapped it by selling vintage synths. Fits the tortured genius narrative better. I have 30 employees. We don't have titles. We have auras. We don't have blueprints. We have intentions. We don't have building codes. We have oppressive geometric limitations imposed by the linear mind. It is exhausting maintaining this level of enlightenment. But the TED Talks depend on it. Recently, the energy in the collective has been stagnant. I've been reading a lot about biomorphic resonation. Decided that concrete and steel are dead materials. They carry the trauma of the Industrial Revolution. We need to build with living matter. Breathing structures. I announce our magnum opus, the Spire of Breath, a 60-story residential tower. Zero steel, zero concrete. Structure made entirely of compressed algae polymers and bamboo weave, held together by a revolutionary bioglue derived from sea slug slime. The press eats it up. Is this the end of the skyscraper? Yes, it's the beginning of the Skies Talk. Wired magazine puts my face on the cover. I'm wearing a linen tunic and holding a fern. Caption: The man who killed geometry. Everyone loves it, except the basement trolls, the engineering division, housed in the windowless sublevel because their monitors ruin the feng shui upstairs. The head troll is Marcus, 58M, structural engineer, licensed, been building bridges since the 90s, wears short-sleeved button-downs and a calculator watch, smells like coffee and stale toner. He is the anchor dragging my airship down, always talking about load paths and shear forces and catastrophic failure. Such negative affirmations. Monday morning stand-up. We gather in the circle of light, the lobby. I'm drinking a turmeric charcoal latte. My creative director, Saffron, is vibrating with excitement. My vibe curator, Jax, is live streaming to Twitch. Then Marcus walks in. He's holding a roll of paper, not a tablet. Paper. So archaic. He slams the roll on the driftwood communal table. We have a problem, he says. His voice is gravel, no melody. I sigh, long and audible. Marcus, please. We open with gratitude here. What are you grateful for? Marcus ignores the prompt. I'm grateful for gravity, because it's the only thing keeping us from floating into the sun, which is where this project belongs. He unrolls the blueprints. Red ink everywhere. It looks like a crime scene. I ran the simulations on the algae polymer struts, he says. At 40 stories, wind shear is going to create a lateral sway of 6 feet. 6 feet, boss. The bamboo weave can't handle that torque. It will snap like dry pasta. Also, the bioglue degrades when exposed to UV light. You know, sunlight. The sun hits the building for 12 hours a day. By year 2, the facade will peel off and fall onto the pedestrian plaza. We need a steel core. We need rebar. We need concrete. Silence in the circle of light. Saffron looks ready to cry. Jack stops the stream. I feel the heat rising in my chakras. This is exactly what I mean by linear oppression. He is trying to colonize my vision with math. Marcus, I say, voice trembling with suppressed genius. You are thinking in 20th century paradigms. Steel is rigid. Rigidity is death. The bamboo is meant to sway. It dances with the wind. It's not structural failure. It's structural choreography. Marcus blinks. Slowly. It's a condo, not a ballerina. People live inside it. If it dances, the plumbing shears. The elevators jam, the glass shatters, and then the people die. That's a lot of lawsuits for a dance recital. I slam my hand on the driftwood. A piece of moss dislodges. Stop weaponizing safety. You are using fear to stifle innovation. You're obsessed with what if it falls. I'm obsessed with what if it flies. We are building a monument to the future. The bioglue has been chant cured by monks in Nepal. It has spiritual adhesion. Marcus looks at me. He looks at Saffron. He looks at the red ink. Spiritual adhesion isn't in the building code, son. I can't sign off on this. I won't stamp these drawings. My license is on the line. My reputation. If you build this without a steel core, it will kill people. There it is. The ultimatum. He thinks he holds the power because he has the stamp. But I have the capital. And the vision. Marcus, I say, smiling my coldest, most enlightened smile, I think our energies have diverged. You are vibrating at a frequency of fear. We need a structural lead who understands quantum fluidity. You're fired. Marcus doesn't look sad. He looks relieved. He starts rolling up his red-inked paper. Leave the drawings, I say. No, he says. These are my calculations proving this is a death trap. I'm keeping them for the inquest. He walks out, takes his calculator watch, takes his bad vibes. The room is silent. Who's going to stamp the drawings? Saffron whispers. I wave my hand dismissively. We'll hire an external consultant. Find me someone young, someone hungry, someone who went to art school, not just engineering school, someone who understands that physics is just a suggestion. We hire a freelancer named Kai, 24M, recent grad, has a TikTok channel about anarcho-architecture. He looks at the plans. This is dope, he says. The sway is a feature. It's like living in a tree. I can sign this. We just need to classify it as a temporary art installation that people happen to sleep in. Loophole City. I love him. He is the future. Construction begins. It's a nightmare. The contractors scream about the materials. The algae blocks smell like rotting fish, the foreman yells. That's the scent of the ocean, I correct him. It's aromatherapy. The bamboo isn't straight, he yells. Nature has no straight lines, I retort. We fire 3 different construction crews. Finally find a crew that usually builds Burning Man effigies. They don't care about codes. They just want to get paid in crypto. The spire of breath rises. It looks interesting. Lumpy, greenish-brown, definitely swaying even in a light breeze. But the renderings were beautiful. And that's what sold the pre-sales. We sold out 100% of the units. $2 million for a studio. Buyers are tech CEOs, influencers, people who own outcome-based hedge funds, people who want to say they live in the first post-industrial organism. The grand opening is set for November, the rainy season. Marcus sent me an email a week before launch. Subject, urgent warning. Body, I saw the weather forecast. Atmospheric river incoming, high humidity plus high wind. The algae blocks are hygroscopic. They will absorb moisture. If they absorb more than 5% water weight, the compression strength drops to 0. The building will turn into mush. Cancel the opening. Evacuate the site. I delete the email. Negative energy. I block his address. He's just jealous because he's not on the cover of Wired. Opening night. The Gala of Ascension. We have a rooftop party on the 60th floor. Open bar serving organic mezcal. DJ spinning sounds of whale calls mixed with techno. The mayor is there. My dad is there, looking skeptical but rich. The wind is picking up. The building is moving. Not a little bit. A lot. Like being on a boat. People are stumbling. It's part of the immersion. I shout over the microphone. Feel the rhythm of the storm. We are one with the elements. The guests look green, not eco-green. Vomit green. Then the rain starts. Torrential. Biblical. Slashing sideways against the bamboo facade. Inside, on the lower floors, monitored by security cams, things are happening. The walls are sweating. Then they start leaking. Then they start dissolving. The bioglue reacts with the rain. It turns back into slime. A waiter drops a tray of champagne because the floor tilts 15 degrees. Whoa, says Kai, my genius young engineer. He's looking at his phone. The sensors are reading some weird data. What data? I hiss. The lower 20 floors are compressing, like squishing. The building is getting shorter. A loud groan echoes through the structure. It sounds like a dying whale. The glass windows on the 40th floor explode outwards. Pressure differential. Screams erupt. The mayor drops his mezcal. Get me off this thing, he yells. The elevators, I command. Elevators are jammed, Kai says. The shaft's bent. They're curved now. Stairs. We rush to the stairwell. The stairs are made of recycled compacted sawdust. They are soggy. We are sliding down 60 flights of melting stairs. It's chaos. Influencers live streaming their own panic. OMG, we are literally dying. #spire fail. #my outfit is ruined. We get to the lobby, or what used to be the lobby. The ceiling has sagged 4 feet. The moss mounds are floating in a pool of algae sludge. The front doors are jammed shut by the compression. The glass is bowing. Sirens outside. Fire department. They smash the glass. We spill out onto the street like filling from a stepped-on donut. Soaked. Covered in green slime. Smelling like low tide. I look up. The spire of breath is leaning. Heavily. Like the Tower of Pisa. If Pisa was made of paper mache. It's listing toward the luxury car dealership next door. Crack. A massive piece of the facade peels off. Just like Marcus said, it crashes down onto a row of Teslas. The crowd gasps. I see a figure standing across the street, under a sturdy, normal boring umbrella. It's Marcus. He's wearing a raincoat, he's holding his phone, recording. He's not smiling, he's just watching physics win. He nods at me. Once, then turns and walks away. The next morning, the headlines are brutal. Spire of Death, the Leaning Tower of Hubris, Aetherflow Dynamics founder arrested for gross negligence. The lawsuits start before I even dry off. 400 lawsuits. The city sues me. The condo owners sue me. The car dealership sues me. My dad sues me to protect the rest of his assets. Kai, the young engineer, turns state's witness immediately. He forced me, Kai tells the press. He used mind control techniques and free kombucha. I am ruined. Chapter 7. Chapter 11. All the chapters. My degree in interpretive dance is not helping with the legal defense. I lose everything. The loft, the vintage synths, the reputation. I am banned from holding a contractor's license in 50 states and 3 territories. 8 months later. Be me. 39M, working at a mega chain home improvement store. In the lumber department. Wearing an orange apron. My name tag says Star because I refused to use my legal name, but they made me wear it anyway. I spend my days stacking 2x4s. Pine. Kiln-dried. Straight. Boring. Structurally sound. A customer walks in. Needs decking material. I want something that lasts, he says. None of that composite junk. I want real pressure-treated wood. It's Marcus. He looks good. Wearing a nice jacket. Not a safety vest. He's retired now. Consults part-time for the city on disaster prevention. He sees me. He sees the apron. He sees the stack of lumber. I freeze, waiting for the "I told you so." Waiting for the mockery. Hey, he says. Hey, I whisper. He taps a 2x4. Douglas fir, he says. Good grain density. Can handle a load. Honest wood. Yeah, I say. It's sturdy. Sturdy is good, Marcus says. He hands me a slip of paper. It's an order for 500 feet of decking. I'm building a deck, he says. For my grandkids. I want it done right. Load it up for me? Sure, I say. I'll get the forklift. Good man, he says. He walks toward the register. Doesn't look back. I get on the forklift. The beeping sound is annoying, but it's rhythmic, linear, safe. I lift the pallet of wood. It doesn't sway, it doesn't breathe. It just sits there, obeying the laws of physics. I drive it to the loading bay. For the first time in years, I don't feel anxious. I feel supported. Maybe gravity isn't the enemy. I park the lift. Look at the stack. Nice geometry, I mutter. Go on break. Eat a vending machine sandwich. It tastes like preservatives and stability. It tastes delicious.